my friends? Welcome to another terrific Tuesday, and guess what we are talking about today? How minimalism has changed my life. So if you were to tell me 5 years ago, let's go 4 years ago, 4 years ago, that's as long as college, which is a lifetime. 4 years ago that I was gonna be vegan, I was gonna be minimalist, I was gonna have lived in Hawaii, I was gonna have been to Europe, I was gonna have been to Japan, I would have said, there's no way, I am in so much debt right now, I can't find a way out of it. Like, there's no way, like I'm so hopeless right now, and I just don't know how I'm gonna get out of this mess. That's what I would have told you. That's what I would have told you. That's so crazy. Jeez. Oh, I didn't think that was gonna make me cry. Oh shit. Okay. Deep breath. All right, so like, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I think I'm through it. I think I'm through it. Okay. So, if you were to tell me all those things, I would not have believed you. I was in such a bad spot then. I was like, oh God, I was like $20,000 or so in debt. I did end up going bankrupt. Luck of the draw, luck of the draw. There was no way out of it. I wasn't making enough money, going to not be able to pay my bills. I had some major family things happen. Stuff just was not going my way, you know what I'm saying? Super negative, super angry still. Less angry than I was like 8 years ago, but you know, just in like the worst place possible. After I went bankrupt, okay, like I can't do that to myself again. I don't know how, basically the compound interest, whatever that, because I never charged up like $20,000 worth of stuff. It was somewhere around like 10 to 12. I will say 12. $12,000 turned into $30,000 by the end of the year. Just through interest, even paying the minimums, more than the minimums on some of the cards. And that's just freaking insane. Stay away from going in debt at all means possible, because that's how quickly your life can just take a dive. Anyway, how minimalism has changed my life. So even before I went bankrupt, I was already interested in minimalism because I had seen tiny house stuff, and I was just like, oh my God, I want a tiny house one day, I want a tiny house one day, like to have that little bit of stuff and that little bit of stress and that little bit of worry. That's what I wanted so bad. Just no stress, no worry. Just a tiny little space, call my own, that's like well tailored to my needs. And that's what started this whole path. So I started just watching more YouTube videos, watching any single minimalism documentary I could get my hands on, which when I first started there were not very many. There's a lot more now, so like you're lucky if you're starting out. It's a lot easier. And I was not happy with where I was in life. I was just sad all the time. So that's where it started. And now I could say like I am still a little sad because I'm dealing with some health stuff that is a result of not educating myself properly on how to eat, which is your own responsibility because nobody's gonna teach that to you. We don't learn it in school. You learn the food table. That's inaccurate. It's not true. It's old information. It's created by the meat and dairy industry. It's not real. So you have to educate yourself on food. And I wouldn't be vegan now if I hadn't become a minimalist, because minimalism made me start educating myself more, reading more, researching more, all these things, and finding out that I had been a hypocrite all these years, not believing that people should be mean to animals, and finding out that I had been doing it every single day for years. Every single day, multiple times a day, not directly, but indirectly paying somebody else to mutilate and torture animals for me to eat a chicken sandwich, a cheeseburger, a piece of pizza, all these things. And just, that sucks. If you are eating meat, I freaking highly encourage you, look into being vegan. You have no idea how awful things are. If you have not watched the documentary Earthlings, you have no idea how awful some of the things are that you are paying to put into your body are. Not to mention the fact that somebody else was hurt in the meantime. Not just one person, not just one animal, like all the people that have to kill the animals, all the people that become terrible people by torturing the animals themselves being tortured all the time, all these things. Even if you eat organic and grass-fed, if you watch the movie Cowspiracy, you'll see the organic free-range farmers crying over the fact that somebody has to kill the animals. No, you don't. No, you don't. They cry. So like, no. Go vegan. Go vegan for your health, for the animals, for the planet. Fucking, you will have such a better life after you go vegan, I promise you. How has it changed my life? I have gotten to travel all over the place, which is incredible. And that's also through Brandon learning travel hacking, which has helped, but also having the money when you get there to do stuff by being a minimalist and not having spent all my money on DVDs, TVs, jewelry, makeup, clothes, shoes. What else did I spend my money on all the time? Toys. I used to like to collect custom vinyl designer toys like Kid Robot stuff. Sorry, gotta go. Posters, memorabilia, all kinds of stuff. And I started to find that everything I had spent my money on should have more purpose than just mindfully be like, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool. I want to show this to, if people come over my house and they'll see this. Like, nobody ever comes over to my house. What does it matter? Like, it doesn't matter what's at my house. Maybe you have people come over, but even so, you want to spend time with the people, not your stuff. It's a waste. So being more purposeful about the things I was buying and then actually starting to save money. Just insane how hard it was to like get to that point of not have debt and actually save money. But it took some mental reworking of all the things I had been doing wrong for so many years, of having cash saved but yet having debt. Like, I should have just pushed all that cash to the debt. If I had done that when we moved to California in like 2008 or whatever, I would have had no debt right then. And I had as much money in cash as I did in debt. At that time, I had $4,000 in debt and I had $4,000 in cash. And guess what I did? I didn't pay off my debt. And then come like 8 years later, I had to go bankrupt. Like, and it all could have been avoided if I had fucking known better, but I was afraid. I needed cash just in case. Just in case. What if something bad happens? Well, then you rack up credit. Then you put something like, if you have an emergency, then I'll put the emergency on the credit card. That's what a credit card is for. It's for an emergency. If you don't have the cash already saved. But don't go there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't have debt. It might be hard to give up that money, but if you can get yourself back to zero, oh my God. That will it just changes you. I can't explain it. If you do that and then don't rush right back into debt and buy yourself a brand new car that you can't afford, it will change you. It'll change your life just like it has changed mine. God, it's just crazy how many things have happened in such a short amount of time. And I spent, all my 20s just waiting for things to happen to me, and I didn't realize like I had to make those things happen. It just gave me a new outlook. It gave me a new appreciation for money, for what money could be used for. Money did not have to be a source of stress anymore. Minimalism made it so money was like fun. It could be fun again. Like when you were a kid and money was fun. Got to go to Paris and London and Amsterdam. Came to Hawaii, came to Japan. Now I have lived in Hawaii for, it will be at least 6 months, 5 to 6 months-ish there. Probably gonna be moving back to LA though. Not probably, I am moving back to LA. I miss LA so much. Hawaii's great, but LA is awesome. I mean, Hawaii is awesome too. There's just differences. You're trading stuff for other stuff. And it's like, as amazing as Hawaii has been, I want to see more places in the world because this has just been such an enriching experience and I've been so fortunate to have it. And I really hope I inspire somebody out there to do it too, to like chase some sort of insane dream and get it, because it's so freaking worth it. And it's gonna be different than you think it is, but it's so fucking cool. It is so fucking cool to be like, we could go and live in Hawaii, and then we made it happen. That's just insane. Minimalism has just made everything better in life. It's made me happier. It's made me far less stressed out. It's made me catch my medical issues that would have led to me dying very prematurely if I hadn't been on top of this and starting to figure out what was going wrong with my body. So, not again. So if there's something in your life, not just something, if there's many things in your life, if you are becoming a negative person, I freaking urge you, Start looking into minimalism. Start being more mindful about everything you're doing. It will change you. If you let it, it will change you, and you will be so happy. Those things you dreamed about can be real, and things can happen that fast. Like I told you 4 years ago where I was at and where I am now. Like, it can happen like just mind-blowingly fast. It might feel in some ways like it's taking so long, but then it'll just like, I don't know, you hit the top of the hill and you start rolling down and you're just like, oh my God, I'm glad I'm in a Zorb and not on top of a snowball, or I'd be dead. If you don't know what Zorbing is, you're gonna have to Google that now. So I guess that's it. Minimalism has entirely changed my life, my perspective, my mood, my positivity, my outlook, everything. Changed everything. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to put some comments in the comment section below. I'm sorry for crying so many times. And don't forget to subscribe, because, you know, there's lots more to share. And if you have questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer them my best that I can. And guess what, guys? I gotta go.